another entry this morning going to lead to a fairy tale wedding right here in Times Square with the help of our friends at WeddingChannel.com.
For the past 2 weeks, we've been getting to know the couples in our Happily Ever After Love in Times Square series, which we're bringing to you with WeddingChannel.com.
Our partner in all of this, WeddingChannel.com.
Partners at WeddingChannel.com.
Thanks to our friends at WeddingChannel.com. Brought to you by our partners at WeddingChannel.com.
For weeks, we've been telling you about our Good Morning America wedding series and asked to hear about your most incredible love stories. The couple with the most amazing romantic tale will be treated to the wedding of their dreams right here in Times Square, if that's the wedding of your dreams. Anyway, we have received thousands of entries already. We didn't expect this, and we're finding out the guy.
Well, next week, you're going to meet the finalists in our big wedding event. We've been talking about it for a long time now. And today, with the help of our friends at WeddingChannel.com, a fashion show.
Here to show us some of the latest trends in bridal gowns is Shelley Lewis-Wan. She's president of WeddingChannel.com, our partner in this Happily Ever After extravaganza, and it's nice to have you back with us.
Good to be here
Now,
with you, Charlie.
we showed a $100,000 dress a moment ago. Not all of these are that expensive. You've got some very practical ones.
And you should know that 800,000 women have told us that every single one of them, the moment they know they're engaged, they're thinking, what am I going to wear?
The countdown continues to our June 22nd wedding in Times Square, which will have one of our 5 love-struck couples walking down the aisle.
True love in the emergency room. The next-door neighbors who finally found each other. The drill sergeants who came to love after boot camp. The musician who found his muse. And the firefighter and his angel. Amazing love stories.
And joining us now is Shelley Lewis-Wan, president of WeddingChannel.com and our partner in throwing this first ever Times Square wedding, here to talk about wedding trends. Now, we should say, even the 4 couples who will not be married in Times Square get a prize, which leads to our first wedding trend. So
That's
first
right.
of all, what do they get?
Well, Waterford Wedgwood has decided that they loved all the stories so much they wanted them all to be winners, walk away with 8 place settings of everything that they would want from Waterford Crystal, Wedgwood China, and all clad.
That's great.
At WeddingChannel.com, we have over 1 million brides that come to us and actually ask us to help them inspire, inform, and empower them to have a very personal wedding. And now all they want to do is have the perfect wedding, which means something that's unique to them.
This past Friday, it wasn't just love in Times Square, as we've been calling our wedding series, but it was love in Rancho Cucamonga, where our wedding guide, Lara Spencer, surprised firefighter Lorenzo Abundiz and Peggy Beezert with an early morning wake-up call to tell them they had been selected by our viewers to be the couple to walk down the aisle in Times Square June 22nd.
We're helping with WeddingChannel.com get them ready for this big event.
3 weeks to plan this wedding. Shelley Lewis-Wan, from president of WeddingChannel.com, is here. How are you going to do this? You're planning every single aspect of this wedding.
Elizabeth, it's so exciting. And best wishes to you guys out there in California, Peggy and Lorenzo. We're really excited about 3 weeks doing a crash course on how to plan the perfect wedding.
And we're starting from scratch.
We're
going to
starting
do the
from
dress.
scratch. We're going to find Peggy the perfect dress that fits her personality. We're going to find the right flowers that are her favorite. Lorenzo, we're going to take him shopping for the ring. We're going to teach him how to register for gifts online. We're going to show them how to taste cakes and know which one they're going to remember for the rest of their life.
We are here today with Elise Sobel. She is the weddings editor at WeddingChannel.com. Not to mention wedding planner for so many celebrities, too many to name, and you were the inspiration for Jennifer Lopez's character in the movie The Wedding Planner. So Peggy's in great hands. And you were saying that the first thing that you need to ask is what kind of bride you are. What's your bride personality? What does that mean?
Well, like one of the things that we have on our site, which is really wonderful, is that we have 3 different kinds of classifications. The first one being the classic bride, is what's helped you decide what your bridal style and bridal personality is.
We're taking 3 of those. There's more, but we're taking the sort of main 3. The first being the classic bride. What is this?
Now, what makes this classic? For instance, we've got this beautiful Wedgwood china, and what we've done is duplicated the same look with a beautiful Wedgwood cake, but with a twist, because we've carried in some blue. It's rather than going for the traditional white.
And you've chosen a classic dress.
Yes, this is a beautiful classic dress by Reem Akara. And it's in classic A-line.
What does it mean to be a natural bride? What is that personality about?
Well, a natural bride is someone who might want to get married outside. I mean, that's perfectly in a garden, whether it's in the meadow. This is a halter-style dress. This is by Monique Lewillier, and it's a silk charmeuse dress, and I think it's just really simple and elegant.
And also on abcnews.com, you can check out, you can take a quiz and find out what your bridal personality is. So it's pretty interesting, and best of luck to you and to us. 3 weeks to go. And joining us now to explain this phenomenon is Shelley Lewis-Wan. You are the president of WeddingChannel.com, and they are our partners in the June 22nd Times Square extravaganza. What is this new trend about?
Oh, it's great, Lara. The bride gets a piece of fabric on the color that she loves and says, here, go find the dress of your dreams now, or outfit of your dreams, that you'll feel great in on my big day.
We are joined by Dr. Dale Atkins. She's a psychologist who's literally called the Sanity Savers editor for WeddingChannel.com. They are our partners in this extravaganza.
As you know, we're counting down the days until our June 22nd wedding in Times Square, thrown with our partners at WeddingChannel.com. And now we're making our bride-to-be, Peggy Beezert, face her, I was going to say her most important decision. It's actually not the most important decision you make when you get married, picking a dress. The most important decision is picking a groom. That's the first, and she's done that.
And today we're going to talk about wedding rings and also registering for wedding gifts. And of course, we're doing this with the WeddingChannel.com, and Lara Spencer has been our fearless guide through weddings.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
Peg,
trying.
how are you?
I'm trying.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Today is the fun part. This is really a great thing. And as you said earlier, almost 100% of couples who married last year did register for some kind of wedding gift, and not the things that you might expect. Being the veteran married lady, I decided to show Peggy and Lorenzo the ropes. We took them to register at Bloomingdale's department store. That's where I did. And I have to say, we were like 3 kids in a candy store.
Warning, Peggy Beezert is armed and ready.
I want that, and that.
The weapon of choice? The scanner gun. And we've got a license to shop. At Bloomingdale's department store in New York City, registry director Pam Took shows all the fiancés how to point and shoot. Peggy and Lorenzo used scanner guns at Bloomingdale's to register for crystal, silver, and china.
It's just I would hate to break any of these dishes.
But you know what? You don't break them. They're a lot more durable than you think they are. You can stand on a Wedgwood teacup and it will not break.
I weigh 260 pounds.
It will not break. It will not break, I guarantee you.
Okay.
Now, you're good.
And finally, if only every pair of fiancés had emerald around to make dessert.
This is for her. This is for him. Ba-bam! Just like that.
Couples are registering now for things like down payments on their home. This is a bed and breakfast gift certificate. This is by Select Registry. You can find them on WeddingChannel.com, and you can register for a night at a very romantic B&B somewhere in the country. They have 400 to choose from. This is also a cute idea. This is a wireless weather station from Restoration Hardware. They also have a registry now. This is $70. You guys like to camp. You're outdoorsy. This will tell you the pressure systems and the weather. Sorry, Tony. This is the George Foreman grill. If you're challenged, as I am in the kitchen, this makes a mean grilled cheese, or my poor husband, he gets it every night. It's $129, and this is if you already have pots and pans. It's a great idea, and it's thinking out of the box. I know you like to get handy, Peggy. A toolkit, perhaps. This is also from Restoration Hardware. This is $99, and it's something that you might need. I know you look thrilled. How about an ice cream maker?
That is awesome.
I chose this. I thought you might like it. And should you find that you're running out of things to do on your honeymoon, and we hope that's not the case, this is a lovely chess set. This is from Neiman Marcus. It's $300, and all of these you can find online. You can go to WeddingChannel.com. They've got a list of like 3 dozen stores. Bloomingdale's is one of them. Pop on that, then you type in Peggy or Lorenzo's name. Your wedding registry comes up, and you can buy a gift from your own home for any of these. So, sound good?
It's almost that time. Hearts are pounding, knees are knocking. It's the day before our Times Square wedding, and sounds are affecting from Charlie. For 3 weeks now, as you know, we've been counting down to the moment, savoring each and every one of them with our wedding couple, Peggy and Lorenzo.
It was this poignant moment that brought tears to the eyes of a big, strong firefighter and his real-life angel. With only 3 weeks to plan this Times Square wedding, it was an avalanche of details. First, the dress. Visiting the top designers in New York City, we let Peggy choose the wedding gown of her dreams.
When I think about what I would like to pass on to my daughter, I mean, they're both absolutely gorgeous dresses. But when I really think about what I would like to pass on to a daughter, should I have one, I would have to choose the Amsal dress.
She chose her bouquet live on Good Morning America and practiced the traditional toss. See, it's all in the wrist.
Now,
Go, go! A couple of carats later, Peggy chose her diamond wedding band.
well, they're all gorgeous, but this one, I really love this one because it It's classic, it's elegant.
6,000 calories later, Peggy chose the cake.
I think we'd really have to lean toward the one with the butterflies.
Can you believe it is here, you guys? Joining us now are Peggy Lorenzo and Shelley Wan, president of WeddingChannel.com, our partner in this extravaganza.
So this is the old blessing. Here is something brand new, getting married in Times Square here at GMA. And what better than to take a piece of the Waterford crystal ball with you home, put it on your windowsill, and beautiful light and beautiful sparkly memories will be with you
That's from the
forever.
Times Square Millennium
This is
Ball?
from the Millennium Ball. Now something...
And it is time for the ceremony to wed Lorenzo and Peggy. We've been talking about it for a month. The moment is here.
I surely will.
I pronounce that they are husband and wife. You may kiss them.
But Shelley, you should tell. WeddingChannel.com has really been a great partner in all this, and you should tell the couple about the gifts.
I'd be happy to. Peggy and Lorenzo, we are so happy for you. Waterford and Wedgwood have given you a trip to Ireland and England in special commemoration of where you got married and wishing you the most wonderful time. And the Sony Style Store here in New York wanted you to have this digital camera so you could send us e-postcards. So send it to Wedding Channel and to GMA, of course.
But don't
And
send
we'll
us pictures of everything.
Yes. Come on over here. Come on.
Thank you, America. Thank you for voting.
Thank you.
Thank you. You made our dreams come true. Thank you so
Raise
much.
those arms up.
Thank you, New York Fire Department.
Thank you,
Everybody, and respect.
Greet the bride and groom.